Some people spend their entire life thinking, I'm just socially awkward, I'm too sensitive, I overthink everything, before realizing it might actually be autism. And the signs are often nothing like the stereotypes people expect. For example, do you rehearse conversations in your head before they happen? Like planning possible responses, imagining different outcomes, or mentally practicing how to sound normal? And afterwards, do you replay conversations repeatedly, wondering if you sounded weird, rude, too quiet, too intense, or said the wrong thing? Many autistic people describe social interaction as something they consciously calculate rather than naturally feel. Another sign people rarely talk about: sensory overload. Do certain noises instantly overwhelm you? Chewing sounds, multiple conversations at once, fluorescent lights buzzing, clothes feeling wrong, strong smells, crowded environments. Sometimes autistic people are not overreacting. Their nervous system may genuinely process sensory information more intensely. Another unusual clue? Feeling exhausted after social interaction, even when you actually enjoyed it. Not because you hate people, but because your brain may be constantly monitoring eye contact, tone of voice, facial expressions, body language, timing, what expression you should make, when to laugh, when it's your turn to speak, and whether you're being perceived correctly. For some people, socializing feels less like relaxing and more like performing. And many autistic adults don't even realize they're masking. Masking means unconsciously learning behaviors that help you blend in socially, like forcing eye contact, copying how other people speak, studying facial expressions, mirroring personalities, laughing at the correct time, or hiding behaviors that feel natural to you. Some people become so good at masking that even close friends never notice how exhausted they are internally. And this is one reason autism is often missed in women, quiet children, high-achieving adults, or people who learned early that being different was unsafe. Quick self-check. How many of these feel painfully relatable? Do you rehearse conversations before they happen? Replay interactions afterwards for hours? Feel emotionally attached to routines? Become stressed when plans suddenly change? Notice tiny sounds other people barely hear? Get overwhelmed in busy environments? Struggle to know when it's your turn to speak? Copy other people's behavior socially? Research your interests intensely for hours? Feel like you have different versions of yourself depending on who you're around? Feel drained after masking all day? Sometimes feel like everybody else received a social rule book that you never got? If several of those felt deeply familiar, you're definitely not alone. Of course, having these traits does not automatically mean somebody is autistic. Everyone experiences some of these occasionally, but many adults discover autism later in life, after finally realizing their brain experiences the world differently. Not wrongly, just differently. And for some people, that realization feels less like getting a label, and more like finally understanding themselves for the first time. If this topic interests you, subscribe for more psychology and mental health videos.